Good afternoon. APS Superintendent Winston Brooks is steamed. His district was left off the state's funding list for early college high schools. At a board meeting last night, the superintendent vented, calling the state's funding methods suspect. And as we all know, Brooks and the governor have bad blood. News 13's Matt Grubbs is live in Santa Fe with the story and reaction from the state.
As you might expect, the state denies that they tinkered with the rankings. APS says that their early college program has been around for decades and it's been wildly successful. But the state tells us that out of a scoring system that topped out at just over 700 points, APS fell about 150 points short of a grant.
I do think it's just, in fact, unconscionable that APS did not receive a grant.
It was just a few months ago in May that APS held a press conference to show off the college and career high school. Governor Martinez gave the effort a rather strong review.
So thank you, APS, CNM, and the members of the business community. Thank you for seeing the vision of a better future for our children.
But a panel of reviewers found better applications for the kind of $100,000 grant given to schools in 3 other districts, including Las Cruces and Roswell. It's a finding Superintendent Brooks termed suspect and the opposite of the feedback he got in May.
As you know, I have low tolerance for hypocrites.
Spokesman Larry Barron says the Public Education Department used an outside panel of New Mexicans to judge the applications and that APS ranked 10th out of 14 applicants.
Well, it's unfortunate that he wants to play the politics card in this situation, but the fact of the matter is independent reviewers rank these applications outside of PED, and perhaps he should focus more closely on the weaknesses of his own application.
Barron says the panel found the APS application wasn't strong enough in its plan to work with local businesses.
A big part of the early college model is business community engagement, more so than just perhaps a letter of support saying we like the idea.
The APS letter included big names from Target, Presbyterian, and others on an advisory committee ready to help the school. The doors will be open this fall.
And, quite frankly, we don't need their $100,000.
Especially in states like New Mexico, where we have a relatively low number of high school grads enrolling in college, and once they get there, a relatively high number that have to take remedial courses. Dual credit programs like this are seen as the future, and that's why the funding fight is so fierce. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Matt. Now, in addition to schools in Las Cruces and Roswell, Mesa Vista High School west of Taos also received an early college high school grant.